I'm going to show you now our power rankings about to be revealed for the first time.
There is a very real problem with the young male demographic that extends far beyond the Democratic Party's like future prospects in this election. I don't know how we're ever going to address that, but the same dynamic exists for them the same dynamic exists for them in the exact same way that you saw in that fucking Tyler Adolf Hitler Oliveira video. It's not just Andrew Tate. It's not just TikTok and gender wars. They play a very prominent role in radicalizing young men. Okay? But having said that, beyond the manosphere shit, there are a lot of men who are, one, being left behind in school. They are not receiving the same educational attainment that women are. Okay? For a multitude of different reasons. This also cuts at their job prospects. Their job prospects are diminishing. Their material conditions, especially when paired up with the entitlement that they feel about where society is supposed to place them as young men, is causing them to be resentful and angry. If you do not solve the underlying material problems, you are not going to win these people over. You are just going to make them more and more right-wing, more and more radical. Republicans love this environment. They make no sense since the economy is doing better. Bro, what are you talking about? The post-COVID recovery bump understanders or the post-COVID recovery bump explainers objectively forgot that the economy, not by the metrics that you look at the economy on, but just like by how people experience the economy, how like real working class people feel about the economy, was never good. It wasn't good in 2016 either, okay? It's so fucking stupid that people are just like, but I don't get it. It's like objectively better. It's objectively better than it was like, during the peak of COVID. It's like, dude, what are you talking about? This makes it seem like everyone was happy with the fucking economy in like 2016. Why do I do any of this fucking commentary if people just like objectively forget all of a sudden? They like shut off a part of their brains. I gotta go outside.
We mentioned a moment ago that there are changes, all right? Let's put it into motion, okay? We believe right now that North Carolina and Georgia have had a shift. They've had some movement. So I want to direct your attention down to the southeastern corner of the country. Georgia and North Carolina are considered toss-ups. So we will now put them.
The American economy has been, in terms of GDP, blowing the fuck up since the 90s. And yet, for some weird reason, people's living standards and conditions have gotten worse beyond like technological advancements making things easier. I wonder why. I wonder why important things that you need for upward social mobility, like educational attainment, have exploded in fucking cost. I wonder if that has something to do with it. Housing is something you need to survive. Exploded in cost. Perhaps that is probably more meaningful in terms of the way that people analyze the economy.
In the same category that we had four other states for some time. Nevada and Arizona, no change. Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, no change. At the moment, we've got Michigan, lean Democrat, or we should say, yes, right here. Right here is lean Democrat in the blue on the far side of the screen. So watch these states as they hit both of them. Come on, Mr. Magic. Don't fail me now. Okay, we're going to do something super ugly, okay? Team?
We're with you.
Doesn't work. Just doesn't work. I mean, you got to shut the thing down. You got to restart it.
But can you point to Wisconsin and tell me about the closeness of that race?
Here's what I wanted to show you. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Okay, now we can go back in here, Dana. Let's do this. Voila. Apologies about that. Sorry, but these things happen. You know where that would not have happened, Dana? on Elon Musk's spacecraft earlier today. All right, they did it perfectly. These are the states to focus on right now, okay? These are the area that we are going to watch 78 electoral votes among 6 different states and how they break. I would say Pennsylvania, 19 electoral votes is the biggest batch in this list here. But don't overlook Georgia, 16 electoral votes. North Carolina, 16 electoral votes. Taken together, it's 32, right? Okay? So they matter. They matter in a significant way. In a moment, I'll show you just how much going back to 2020. Our forecast at the moment has Kamala Harris the lead. We've got her at 241. We've got Trump at 219. You need 270 to win. That's the magic number in the end. Okay, and that's our power rankings as of now. A bit later, I want to go back to 2020. I want to show you 3 states in specific. I want to show Wisconsin. I want to show Georgia. I want to show Arizona. Dana, do you know what the total was between those 3 states?
I don't.
Wasn't even 43,000 combined, and that was the difference with Biden winning all 3. And in the end, Trump would have ended up with 269 electoral votes.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News.
Remember that number. Remember that number. This is why I told you the uncommitted movement was very important. But nobody listens to me. Because what the fuck do I know? Donald Trump was objectively less popular back then at the end of his presidency than he is now. He had 4 years of Democratic Party incompetence from the eyes of the broader electorate and a shitty-ass fucking economy, numerous world wars to benefit from. He obviously is really fucking bad at campaigning. And he has a hard hill to climb because people straight up have made their minds on him. Having said that, however, this is why I always say this is the Democrats' race to lose. This is why I say it's the Democratic Party's race to lose.